part 2, I guess. I didn't think I took 15 minutes. But this might be a really long video then. Alright, so let's move it along. So this is where the elites of Island Spectacle go. Let's take the elevator down because we're classy. Oh, we can. That's right. I'm an idiot. Alright. Leaping. See how it's got to come into frame. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So, Spectacle Island Water Company. Stevens Sanitation. That's what it's going to be. Another brother. Stevens Sanitation. So, where I water farm. Don't need to, but my peeps need it. And because I don't want raiders coming in here, I can close those doors anytime. Moving right along for your sake. So I don't want to waste your whole day. La 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 la. This is where the elite don't stay. Okay. Still sweet building. It's the trusty Seabreeze Apartments, aka Section 8 housing. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Section 8 ain't this nice. So, hiding some grills for these. Ooh, sneaking some power. Let's get up in here. It's got a little reception desk, a little lobby. You know, apartment complex has got a little pool table, maybe some Otis Spunkmeyer cookies to lure you in. Might put a TV over here. Don't know if they deserve it yet. But this is straight up dorm housing. Straight up, you get a foot locker, a little cabinet, throw your junk in it. Be so glad, thank your lucky stars you live on Rhino's Island Spectacle. The second floor, the first living quarter, it doesn't have a balcony. So that really sucks for you. It really, really sucks for you. But every floor afterwards, you know, they got a balcony. But otherwise they got the same living setup. You know, foot locker and a cabinet to your name. But I mean, honestly, if you're roaming the wastelands and you're up here just farming some mutt fruit, how much shit do you really have? A weapon, a couple changes of clothing, maybe the rando psycho. Let's see if he can jetpack all the way like a boss. First go. Okay, this is where we get into probably some fan favorite stuff. Oh yeah, just more. I guess that's it. But I got more defense towers. These things are packing like 250 defense each. Spotlights, heavy laser turrets, missile turrets. Shit ain't fucking around. So obviously, I can't move this. This is my workshop, so I have to have it here. I got my little recruitment beacon, and then I've got, like I said, I've got just stacks on stacks on stacks. Trust me, it probably took like a month or so. And what the shit is this? Oh! You guys are missing it? This is some shit. This is some shit right now. I gotta put this video up anyways, cause I got to. You'll see in future videos where this was literally lit up 5 minutes ago. Literally 5 minutes ago. So anyways, I got the fight club. I got the fight club blocking the whole island off because I ain't want nothing coming and terrorizing my settlers, especially the elites. They pay for a condo, okay? They deserve it. So, yeah, I gotta put I don't know why that's randomly hanging here. But, yeah, I got a farm. You see the defense towers in the background. Under resolution, so you can see that burnt down house, but you can't see my building. But we got a lot of food, This settlement, even though I can't accumulate that amount of people, this settlement could probably, says I have 70 beds. I could probably hold about 100, 125 people if I really wanted to. So, got the little barn. Make our way over here, because it's the highlight. Don't forget the shitter. But it's going to be pretty cool in future videos when you see the Brahmin just chilling in his little corral. Not, it took me a while to, in previous settlements, make the distinction between a bathtub and a Brahmin. So I had like a Brahmin on my roof. I'm sure everybody's had a Brahmin on their roof. But that way, he chills where I want him to chill. Make our way into the fight. This is some bullshit. Really. There's definitely not going to be nudes this go around. There's definitely not going to be blood. That's another one of the bugs, is you fully hook up your fight pits with electricity. You let it chill for a few days real time, and the switches stop working. So I'm going to have to rewire it, and then I'll do a separate video of nothing but fights. Trust me, you'll love it. Once again, free water for the peeps. This is like a fight pit. See? So you can't even see. I don't know what's going on here. But this is like an amusement park. This is Disney's version of a fight pit. Free water, but you got to pay for the booze and the drugs. Okay, I'm not running a charity around here. I'm providing seats and free water and a pretty safe existence. This is a souvenir shop. I ain't got no souvenirs in it yet, but I will. You'll see. Welcome. So the center pit, because there are 3 fighting pits, full-size fighting pits. This took me the most amount of time. This took me, I'm not gonna say, don't want judged, but the center one is Hell in a Cell. The right one, Three's Company, and the left one is Battle of the Heavies. So we come on up in here. Once again, I tend to my elites. They get the bleachers. We gotta tier them. You know, if you work for the government, you probably are down here. If you work in insurance, you're probably up here. You make a shit ton of money. America, or what's left, post-apocalyptic America. But you take you a squat. Now you can get a good look what we're working with of the fight pits. You get a good view up here. Now I think down with common folk is probably the better view. Down here is controlman's area only. It's employee access only. You don't get to go there if you're just a citizen. But you can chill here. So this pit, Hell in a Cell, is literally every single cage. You got every single cage minus the cat and the dog. I didn't want the cat and the dog. Purpose. So you come down. You got the fucking go button. Like I said, I'm going to have to redo all these wires. Go into here. Not to the lights. You can see the lights still work for some reason because they're running straight to the power beneath us. But, you know, having a fighting pit, it's dangerous stuff. You know, by the way, if this video gets cut off, there's probably going to be a part 3. I didn't mention it in part 1 because I didn't know. But, you know, I got death claws, mirelurks, and zombies, and mutants, and stuff. So you got to have 2 fail-safes. And obviously you have to wait 7 days. You can't sit for 7 days. You got to wait 7 days for the pits to fill up. So let's get my bang on by the fight pits. So these are fully operational when that freaking switch actually works. But minus the cat and the dog, it's everything. And this is probably the funnest pit to watch. It's hilarious, and there is some variability sometimes. More often than not, though, the Deathclaw, he reigns supreme. But I have seen like some random stuff, like one raider be like the last guy or something like that, and and it's a pretty good time. You can see the generator hanging out back there. It can't run right now. But this is Battle of the Heavies. Now you can plop you down a chair. You can sit down in a couch. We got numbers if you want to order some onion rings or something. Let them know where you're at. Or you can, as with all cool places, bring in a cooler, man. Bring in your own booze if you don't want to buy my own. I'm not a dictator, like I said. I'm not stalling. Bring you in some fish from the market. Grill it up. You know, hang out, chill out. Three's Company. So it's 3 large cages. I believe it's Mirelurk, Deathclaw, and like a Yao Guai. And then it's all zombies. Now, I wanted it to be... My ideal would have been Raiders as one segment versus Gunners as my second segment, and then 3 Deathclaws as the third segment, Three's Company. But the Raiders and the Gunners, they just wanted to fire on me, and the Deathclaws just roped-de-doped and fucked everybody out there. It was pretty lame. Now, it's still lame, less lame, because it's all zombies. It's all ghouls. But they're all level 135, and they just mush these guys up, which is cool in their own rights, because, you know, they think they're big shit because they're in a big cage. But these glowing, charred ghouls don't give a shit. Same thing. Take a seat. Order you some nachos, whatever you want to do. And then over to the third pit, which is Battle of the Heavies. Once again, get your sex on, get your grill on, whatever you want to do. This is every single big cage, including the Brahmin. He gets murked so easy. Like, he's done before the gates even open. But there is some variability in this one because I'm almost a level 140, so we get some good stuff up in here. We get a good range. Sometimes in the teens, sometimes in the 60s, 50s, whatever, and sometimes like a 139 glowing chameleon Deathclaw, and he just ain't no chance for the rest of you guys. I'm sorry. That was the cards you were dealt. But once again, or you a fajita, whatever you got to do. Give you a good look at the stadiums. This took me a good amount of time. Now, I've seen a lot of YouTube videos of settlements, and granted, a lot of them were November, December, right when the game came out, but I've only seen one guy, and I'll mention him when I look at his videos and remember, because I just recently caught him. He's the only guy that builds better settlements than I do. And it's not really settlements he builds. He builds giant skyscrapers with arcs out of those concrete blocks. He really, really does it big. He does them over at Abernathy Farms, where you can get like twice that high, maybe even more than that. And just real geometry, ingenuity, stuff I ain't got patience for. I went for size. I went for as classy as it can look, post-apocalyptic. And, I wanted to hide as much of the guts as possible. And you'll see what I mean. Over here in the fighting pit, let's say, because whenever you activate a fighting pit, shit's just gonna randomly spawn on your island, wherever. It'll be over there. Deathclaw will spawn. Yao Guai, he'll spawn. Doesn't matter. And I thought I, would have done that by cutting the island off, but apparently not. So I got one equally over on that side. Missile turrets, heavy laser turrets, and the cool thing is Deathclaws and Yao Guais will come over here and they'll try and swipe. That's why I couldn't have them like this level. And they'll swipe, and they won't be able to blow those up. So those will just start shooting missiles. And they don't make their way over to this little staircase. But I sure can for maintenance. But I hid a lot of the wires, a lot of the guts, to make it just